What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the program, people of the internet. You're somewhere out there in the world watching this video, and it's only possible because of technology and the strange developments of the 21st century. So there seems to be a serious divide between opinions on Amir Tataloo. I've only done the one song so far, and well, the beat was kind of nice lyrically, and what was happening in terms of the lyrics, I was a little bit lost. And a lot of people in the comment section said I need to watch this biography, so I will abide. I don't know if anybody's gonna get that reference in my audience, but yeah, let's check this out. The biography of Amir Tataloo. There was a stark polarization between opinions. A lot of people were arguing in the comment section about this gentleman, his place in Persian music, because I did find parts of that track that I did react to be a little misogynistic, at least it seemed like to me. But let's see what we're going to get in the biography. I'll learn a little bit, and we'll talk about it at the end of the video. As always, if you have any recommendations, you can leave them in the comment section. Make sure to do that. All the social media links, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you can follow me on those in the description, so make sure to do that. And like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump into this. This is 9 minutes. So, let's check it out.
A phenomenon called Tataloo.
Phenomenon.
Amir Tataloo is an Iranian singer, songwriter, and musician. He was born on September 21st, 1987 in Tehran. Tataloo began his professional career in 2003.
So he's born in Tehran in 1987, same age as my brother, and he began his career in 2003. So that makes him 16 when he started putting out music. That's impressive in its own right.
And has produced more than 300 tracks ever since. He writes his own songs and melodies and is currently holding the title of the most active singer of Iran. Tataloo has been able to maintain his artistic performance at top level during the years of his activity. He has gathered a large number of fans whom he calls Tatality. Tataloo's fans fervently support him and have held numerous gatherings in front of Iran's parliament around Taksim Square in Istanbul and in Georgia's Tbilisi to show their love for Tataloo. They sing songs for him and graffiti his name and these.
So he's got a large fan base. One of the commenters on my prior reaction to his song compared Amir Tataloo to 6ix9ine. Now, if you don't know who Tekashi 6ix9ine is, his music's not great. So he's got this polarization between his fans in Iran. It's kind of interesting that many fans dislike this guy. Many fans are extreme supporters. They really support this guy. So he's got to be doing something right, obviously, to have this following. But it's an interesting dynamic of this yin-yang love-hate relationship.
Songs in streets and alleys. They also tattoo Tataloo's face and songs on their bodies.
That's dedication.
He says he's the shaper of the minds of his fans. Tataloo is among the few singers who can perform different singing styles such as rap, R&B, jazz, pop, rock, and hip-hop. He has been one of the most controversial figures of the last decade in Iran. He has been arrested and jailed by the order of the Iranian officials many times but has also been applauded and praised by them on numerous occasions. He has become the headline of many news and the subject of many discussions to the extent that even President Rouhani and his cabinet have talked about him. In 2016, the current head of Iran's judiciary met him in private, and he was escorted to Jamaran 2 destroyer, where he performed the nuclear energy song to show his support for Iran's nuclear program. However, he was never able to obtain the government's permission for legally publishing his songs to the public. He did all he could to remain in Iran despite adverse circumstances and tried hard to hold a concert for his fans to no avail. Finally, he left his homeland in 2017 and published a song titled I Leave.
So he definitely has an interesting relationship, not just with the Iranian government and intelligentsia. There seems to be a lot of derision and disagreement, considering he couldn't even legally produce and release his music in Iran. So I'm not super knowledgeable about the details surrounding freedom of expression, freedom of political expression, but he had at once support from the government and at once a lack of support from the government. So yeah, it's interesting. You guys let me know in the comments your opinion on this, and yeah.
The emotional pressure of the desperate situation in Iran had enraged Tataloo, and he decided to express his frustration by criticizing Iranian authorities. He told them that they will not live at ease.
این کاریه که شما با من کردید. شما رفیقام، شما مردم، شما مسئولین. تو وزارت ارشاد روز خوش نخواهید دید.
He tattooed his body and face with unique designs that represented the heaven, the hell, the good and the bad. Tataloo is not afraid to tell the truth about the Iranian society. He often shares important subjects and issues with his fans via social media posts and stories, and always expresses his feelings and thoughts honestly and straightly. However, a number of his critics and haters who were afraid of the truth started a campaign to block his social media pages, which have millions of followers, and reported these pages many times. But he never stopped. To show that,
if you're afraid of what somebody has to say, then you're going to try to shut them up. You're going to try to ban them. I'm definitely a proponent of freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and I think anybody should be able to talk as long as they're not, calling for violence, as long as they're not doing anything that's illegal. At least, here in Canada, we do have freedom of expression, but it's not quite as, the American freedom of expression, the First Amendment is kind of it's a central idea to sort of Western ideas. You should be able to freely express yourself artistically. So there seems to be a divide here. You guys let me know what you think down below.
He is the best at what he does. He released 3 long albums: Hell, Limbo, and 78. Tetalu also held a big concert in Istanbul with the passionate presence of 6,000 of his fans to silence his critics and to show them his power. With his unique, beautiful and varied voices and tones, he has transformed and elevated music both in Iran and the whole world. His songs are long and rich in content and are expressed with unique and novel melodies. His 15-minute I2 and 20-minute I3 songs, for example, are among the longest music pieces. In these two lengthy tracks, Tataloo talks about his own personality and the harms that came to him by some people, especially the Iranian authorities, and challenges them.
بیچک و چونه میگیرم مغز و نشونه چون بیچک و سفته به نفع هر دو امونه من قد و دیوونه بدون کت و بیخونه رپی و لشمیام تو واس بدوی خونه.
In Limbo, he criticizes 47 groups of the society in 10 minutes. Tataloo is making himself more popular and untouchable by the day, but the Iranian government and some individuals want to undermine his power and popularity. They arrested Tataloo in Turkey with the help of the Interpol and asked the Turkish government for his repatriation to Iran. The news of Tataloo's arrest went viral in all social media and elicited heated and quick reaction from the people of Iran and other countries. Within only a few hours, more than 200,000 comments below Erdogan's post demanded Tataloo's release from custody, and in less than a few days, almost 500,000 people signed a request for his freedom. Finally, Tataloo was released.
Why was he arrested though?
After his release from custody, Tataloo perseveringly continued on the path toward his goal. With the help and the support of his fans, Tataloo now holds a number of records in social media, such as the highest number of comments in the history of Instagram. With 18 million comments, he now stands above Kylie Jenner and Donald Trump. He also broke Cristiano Ronaldo's Instagram live viewers record with 630,000 viewers and placed himself higher than him. He is now an internationally famous figure and more popular and untouchable than ever. His haters and enemies, however, are trying harder than ever to discredit him. This time, they're accusing Tataloo of child abuse. Again, they reported and closed down his Instagram page, which had 4.4 million followers. Facebook's spokesperson has been quoted by some media as saying they have blocked Amir Tataloo's account for violating Instagram's policies and that he will no longer be allowed to appear on Instagram. To defend himself, Tataloo did a 1-hour live stream on YouTube for both his fans and...
I mentioned yin yang earlier. He's got a yin yang tattoo right here on his neck. The Tekashi 6ix9ine comparisons. He does have a lot of tattoos on his face, which is a staple of mumble rappers. But he's definitely an interesting figure, one of controversy in Iran and throughout the Middle East. It seems like a lot of people don't like him. It's crazy that he was arrested, released shortly thereafter because of his fervent fan base. 630,000 people on an Instagram live is insane numbers. Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy.
Critics in which he explained himself. He then published the Harim track to put the matter to rest with an overpowering response. He opened a new page in Instagram with an alias and increased the number of his followers to 1 million in only 17 hours to set another social media record. They closed his page again. He has asked his fans to follow his YouTube page for seeing his pictures and videos. Currently, Tataloo is working on his 78th album. What this controversial singer will do next remains to be seen.
بی خودی درگیر من نشو اومدم که برم جهنم ضربشو زد به من چیزی نموند ازم بذار هرچی که دلم میخواد بگم جهنم میریزه تو تنم نه منم بذار دست و پامو بزنم بوی خون پیچیده تو سرم.
Alright, so he's clearly a figure of controversy, a polarizing figure within Iranian music. It's crazy. It's crazy how controversial this guy is. I had no idea who he was even last week. But it's quite a story. It's not the first time there's been an artist and people attempting to silence them for their artistic expression, their ideas. And I won't confess to be super knowledgeable about his whatever ideas that he does espouse, whatever ideas that he does promote. You guys can let me know down in the comments. You'll probably have some arguments. But yeah, he's obviously a polarizing figure. It's crazy. I don't know about those tattoos though. He might regret that when he's like 80. Anyways, we'll leave it at that for this video. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace out.